The time it happened, no one noticed anything unusual. It was just another quiet morning. Another day that looked ordinary from the outside. But by the time the sun rose fully, a young girl was already dead, not by accident, not by illness, but by a deception so calculated, so personal, that it would later shake an entire nation. She trusted someone. She loved someone. She believed someone was waiting for her. What Renae Marsden didn't know was this. The person she was running toward didn't exist. And the person who created him was closer than she ever imagined. This is not a story about strangers on the internet. This is the story of how a best friend weaponized friendship, turned love into a trap, and watched quietly as it destroyed a life. Renae Marsden was 20 years old. She was soft-spoken, kind-hearted, and deeply emotional, the type of person who loved hard and trusted completely. She lived a simple life, surrounded by friends and family who described her as gentle, loyal, and eager to please. Renae wasn't reckless. She wasn't naive in the way people assume. She was lonely. And loneliness, when paired with trust, can be dangerous. Renae had dreams. She wanted love, stability, and a future where she felt chosen. What she found instead was a lie carefully constructed over years. It began innocently. A message. A conversation. A connection. Renae met a boy online named Brandon Kane. He was charming. Attentive. Protective. He listened when she spoke. He remembered details about her life. To Renae, Brandon felt real in the ways that mattered most. They talked every day. They planned a future. They spoke about meeting in person. But there was always a reason it couldn't happen yet. Excuses. Delays. Broken promises wrapped in affection. What Renae didn't know was that Brandon wasn't real. He had no face. No voice. No life. He was a digital ghost. While Renae poured her heart into this online relationship, the real truth was unfolding right beside her. Her best friend, someone she trusted deeply, was watching everything. That best friend was Brooke Skylar Richardson. Brooke had access to Renae's emotions, insecurities, and hopes. And instead of protecting her, she used them. Behind the scenes, Brooke had created Brandon. She controlled the messages. She shaped the personality. She fueled the emotional dependence. For years. This wasn't a prank. It was psychological manipulation. Brandon wasn't just a fake boyfriend. He was a weapon. When Renae upset Brooke, Brandon would pull away. When Renae doubted herself, Brandon reinforced it. When Renae needed reassurance, Brandon withheld it. Every emotional high was followed by a devastating low. And all of it was engineered by someone Renae trusted. This wasn't accidental cruelty. It was deliberate. Eventually, the relationship reached a crisis. Brandon told Renae he no longer wanted to be with her. Then came the final message. A cold goodbye. A rejection. A digital door slammed shut. For Renae, it felt like the end of everything. She believed she had lost the love of her life. What she didn't know was that the person rejecting her was sitting comfortably in her real world, watching her unravel. One night, Renae left home. She didn't tell anyone where she was going. She believed she was walking toward closure, toward peace, toward answers. Instead, she walked toward death. Renae Marsden was found deceased near a cliff. She had taken her own life. A life stolen not by fate, but by manipulation. At first, it was ruled a tragic suicide. But something didn't sit right. Investigators examined Renae's phone. Her messages. Her conversations. Her relationship with Brandon. That's when the truth emerged. Brandon didn't exist. The IP addresses traced back to someone Renae knew. Someone close. Someone she trusted. Her best friend. When confronted, Brooke admitted everything. She admitted creating the fake profiles. The messages. The lies. She admitted watching Renae suffer. And she admitted knowing Renae was emotionally fragile. There was no remorse. No panic. Just cold acknowledgement. Brooke was charged. But the law struggled to define the crime. No physical violence. No direct command. Just psychological torture stretched across years. She was eventually sentenced, not for murder, but for stalking and deception. To many, the punishment felt small compared to the damage done. Because Renae was gone forever. This case changed how the world viewed online relationships. It exposed a terrifying truth. The most dangerous predators are not always strangers. Sometimes, they are the people closest to you. Sometimes, betrayal wears the face of friendship. Renae Marsden didn't die because she was weak. She died because someone exploited her trust. Her story is a warning. A lesson. A call for awareness. In a world where digital connections feel real, remember this. Not every voice is honest. Not every profile is human. And not every friend wants your good. Sometimes, the deepest danger comes from the place you feel safest. If stories like this matter to you, stories that expose the truth, protect the vulnerable, and honor victims, subscribe for more powerful true crime documentaries.